Okay, just let me finish this french fry. All right.
Okay, because that would be really gross.
All right.
All right, could you smack a little bit more? I am currently covered in chili because I ate chili for dinner, and it's always a messy proposition.
I just got home from yoga and I literally walked out of the studio so zen. And then I got on the metro and everyone was in Caps jerseys. And I remembered that tonight is the last game in round one of the playoffs. And if the Caps don't win, we're not moving on.
Oh,
You have no idea what I just said.
I have no idea what you just said. Is this like in the recording?
I mean, sure, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, we're back.
Hello.
Here we are. We're not talking about the Caps.
I couldn't really talk that much about them
Okay, good.
because I'm a new hockey fan, but
Oh,
please, dear Lord, let them
let them
win.
win. What happens if they win that?
They move on to round two,
Round two of what?
the playoffs.
Oh,
And
how
then
many?
after,
Oh, it's like basketball. It's like a bracket.
yeah, but it's not as many teams in the bracket.
Okay. I do know that when I work at Supernatural conventions, one of the persons I work with,
One of the people.
I work with loves the Caps. And didn't they do really good last year?
Yeah, they won the Stanley
They
Cup.
won. And she was like so happy. She was like crying at the convention with happiness. I think it was right around that time.
It was a big deal.
And then she got back and went to see, I guess, at a parade or something
Oh yeah, it was
with the
wild.
big cup thing.
Stanley Cup.
Sure. I have no sport knowledge whatsoever.
Basically, in the playoffs, you play 7 games against your team, the other team, and the first team to win 4 games wins it.
Oh, so it's like the World Series of hockey.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
that makes more sense.
it moved like right now is I think it's like the East and West are doing their playoffs and then they'll come together.
Oh, I see. So they have to win the Eastern Division to play the Western Division in the
Yeah.
final. So
Yeah.
it's like the semifinal.
Yeah, they
Okay.
just call it the playoffs. So,
Okay. Well, now that we got that out of the way,
do I sound different because I'm lying down?
no, you don't sound different. Maybe more relaxed and zen.
I'm just checking.
Okay. I am not lying down. I was binge watching Catfish before you called, or I called you, which we can talk about another time. Today, we thought we would talk about something that's very calm and not controversial whatsoever.
Yeah, politics.
With a special emphasis on religion and politics, or did I misunderstand that?
No, religion and politics, like
Okay.
ethics, morality.
Moralities. Okay. So, do you want me to start like how I grew up or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I grew up in Ohio, and I don't know. Actually, I don't know if Toledo was. I'm guessing it was conservative. I mean, Ohio, for the most part, was pretty conservative back then.
Isn't Ohio a swing state?
It is now, but I feel like back then, maybe it was the circles my family was in, but it seemed like a hell of a lot of Republicans.
Well, Toledo isn't one of the big cities. I think it's like most states where the major cities are the votes that turn a state purple.
Yeah. I don't, yeah, I don't know because Toledo is a port town, so I don't know if the fact they have
Boats?
shipping.
Oh,
Yeah,
like,
I don't, but I mean, where would they come from? They would be in the Great Lakes, so it's not like you're going to get someone boating over from another
hold on.
country.
Isn't Toledo in the middle of Ohio?
No, Toledo's in northern Ohio.
I thought Cleveland was on top of Ohio. Cleveland was on top of Toledo.
Cleveland's on the east, if I'm thinking correctly. and Toledo's kind of on the west.
Oh, right, because that one time we went to go to the zoo and we ended up in Michigan. All right.
Yes, it's very close to Michigan. And it's very, didn't we ever go to Portside?
Probably. I
I
don't
mean, that's like the lake. That's Lake Erie.
know. Yeah. I think I vaguely recall going there. Did they have a restaurant
Oh, yeah.
and
They
like
have
a
like a
hotel?
well, I don't know if there was a hotel. Yeah, there was a hotel. We didn't stay in the hotel, but
Yeah, but Grandma was obsessed with that place.
maybe, are you sure you're not thinking of Disney World
Yes,
or
Mother.
Cedar Point?
Yes, I'm positive.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't know what
We flew kites there.
we did. Wow.
Not you.
Okay,
Me and Raven flew kites there
okay,
when we stayed there for the summer. Anyway, sidetrack. How'd you
okay.
grow up?
I grew up in Ohio. I was raised Catholic, and we were pretty like hardcore Catholics. So we would go to church every week, eat fish on Fridays, the whole 9 yards. Of course,
Was
we
that
didn't eat.
before the Catholic Church changed the fish all, like no meat all Lent and just
I
on Fridays?
No, I don't think they ever had it that way.
Uh,
I remember we didn't eat meat on Fridays, like all the time. I think maybe not,
okay, yeah, I think that's different now. I think it's
because
just no Friday, meat on Fridays during Lent now,
okay, I think it used to be
all
that
year round.
way all year round, but I could be misremembering. All I know is my family despised fish, so we never ate fish on Fridays. We had pizza with no meat on it.
That's
Yeah. I
better.
don't even know how I got in this conversation. Oh, right. So we grew up very Catholic. We weren't like Easter and Christmas Catholic. We were like full bore Catholic. So as a result of that, we were very pro-life. So as a result of that, my parents were very Republican. And I grew up probably until I don't believe I actually identified myself politically one way or another until well into the time I was married. I think I kind of was one of those people that was like, it's going to suck no matter what happens, so why bother?
Always the optimist.
Yeah. So, but now, having realized being a Republican is basically shooting myself and everything I care about in the foot, I am like strongly Democratic. Probably helps me live in an area that's strongly Democratic, but yeah, I'm all on the Democrat train.
Well, Republican and Democrat are just American things. So you went from being
Super conservative
yeah.
to super liberal.
But I also don't think you yourself were ever super conservative. I think that's just how you were raised.
I was very religious as a child, but I did not have a political idea or
Well,
idea.
like when you were growing up, did you know about gay people?
No, I don't think we barely knew about black people. Okay,
So, I mean, it's fair. It's
I
Ohio.
mean, to be true, I remember once, my brother is gonna kill me telling this story, but I'm telling it.
Does
Once,
he listen?
I don't know if he listens, he's gonna be bad. I I was in a telethon, because I was like one of Jerry's kids on the local level. And I remember we were going through, I think it was Portside, now that I'm thinking of it, the mall part of it. We were going through there because I had to film a segment, because I'm a star and all. And Alex was really little, and we were going through the port side, and he saw a little black child, and he said,
Oh God.
"Mommy, that little boy is made of chocolate." It was just the sweetest thing ever. Oh, I mean, Toledo was not very diverse, but I tended to be around more diversity because I got shipped off to the special school on the special bus. But yeah, apparently my brother had never seen a black child in his life, so chocolate.
I mean, that's just an innocent child.
I mean, nobody was offended by it. The parents might have even heard. I don't know, but he was really excited by that, to think that there are chocolate people. So yeah.
I mean, in a completely different way, you used to tell us that Raven's eyes were brown because you ate a lot of chocolate.
Oh yeah, I did say that. And your eyes were blue because I ate a lot of Skittles.
And no, you told me you drank a lot of Kool-Aid.
Oh, I did. Berry blue. That's what it is.
And then I tried to drink that Kool-Aid when I was little, but they discontinued the flavor, so I'll never know.
You'll never know the joy that was berry blue Kool-Aid. Well, that was your father and my drink of choice when we first started dating.
Because he wasn't of age yet.
Well, I wasn't of age yet either. 'Cause
Children.
we were mere children.
Wait, so did
but
you
like-
and Dad really not drink until you were 21?
Oh, hell no. I drank all the time. Are you kidding?
So did you ever add some vodka to that Kool-Aid?
No.
Why?
Really, we couldn't really afford vodka, and I don't know. The Kool-Aid was just good by itself.
As well be alcoholic.
Yeah, but I liked Little Kings. I would go and buy a giant box of Little Kings. On the money I had left over after the dole. Your tax dollars at work, folks. Which we'll get back to later. But yeah, I really liked Berry Blue. And why in the hell are we talking about Berry Blue?
I don't know. We were talking about.
Oh, your eyes are blue and Berry Blue. Yeah. And you never got to try it. Oh, yeah, because your dad, your dad, when we were dating, we would write each other's notes and put them in one another's mailboxes at college. You know how you have little mailboxes?
Yeah, and you have the mailbox in the living room and you guys never use it.
No, not that mailbox. I made that afterward.
Oh, okay.
This is an actual, like, slots, mail slots. We would write each other notes, and your dad wrote me a little note, drew little people on it, and he gave me a packet of Berry Blue Kool-Aid. And I knew it was love.
He spent a whole 25 cents
Cents.
on you.
On that Berry Blue Kool-Aid. Well, you have to figure in the fraction of a cent for the paper and ink, too. That came with the Berry Blue. So we might be getting up to 26 cents for 25 in it. Actually, back then, it's probably only 10 cents. Shit has gone up. So yeah, now I'm super Democrat. Don't have blue Kool-Aid anymore. I'm around lots of chocolate people. Lots of coffee-colored people. A little caramel people thrown in there. We're good. We got the whole Easter basket of diversity.
Oh my god, I went Easter candy shopping on Monday and it was so cheap because our Easter is on Sunday.
But it's not even called Easter.
I mean, it is if you can't say Pascha.
Why couldn't you say Pascha?
I don't know.
Okay. So, Emily, how are your political leanings? Like I don't already know.
Well, I feel like I was also raised kind of conservative.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean,
religion.
Yeah, the Orthodox Church teaches that homosexuality isn't a sin, it's acting on it.
Oh, that's great.
Which is fucked up. And it really fucked me up as a child because we have several family members who identify as queer.
And I had friends that came over the whole time you were kids who were gay.
And I just was like, but why would such a nice person go to hell just for being in a loving relationship?
Yeah, that still fucks me up, to be honest.
I'll never get that, but when I was young, I really thought they were going to hell because...
Oh my god, really?
Well, you know I'm a rule follower, and when I was a kid, everything was very black and white. So if the church said it was one way,
it was that way.
It was that way.
But then you we moved, did your opinion change when we moved here and you had gay friends then, or
I mean, I never was
did
like,
you have gay friends in Ohio? I don't remember any.
no, but the thing is, it wasn't like I avoided queer people. I was just worried about them.
You had many a sleepless night,
I mean, I wouldn't. I'm
tormented
pretty
by the
selfish.
fate of
I
their
wasn't
soul.
really tormented, but I
Yeah.
was like, I love them.
That's kind of weird. I mean, maybe I covered it up well, but I mean, from college on, I was very pro-gay, you know? I totally did not understand why gay people weren't just like any other people. And I kind of identify a lot with the LGBT community because, I mean, we're kind of both ostracized by society. And getting back to politics really likes to fuck both classes of us over, as we can see now. Oh my God! I just thought of something. I need to tell you right now that it's nothing to do with anything.
Okay.
But this is going to be an awesome segue.
What?
Not a segue, tangent. Last night, when I was high, I had just watched several episodes of Catfish, which I realize is a reality TV show, and I do not like reality TV shows, but I really like this reality TV show and cannot stop watching it, probably because it's like a train wreck in slow motion over and over and over. But I was thinking about Catfish when I was high, and I thought, oh my God, filmmakers everywhere. Catfish in the Kremlin.
What?
Just think about this. Donald Trump is in a long distance relationship with Putin. Okay, and it has all the usual tropes. Like, Putin can't talk to me right now because the Wi-Fi in his palace is a little shoddy. Or what's another one? Oh, here's his pictures on his Facebook. There's only like one picture, and I said, oh, I'd really like to see a picture of you at your home so I can know it's you. And then he gets this like really badly photoshopped picture of Putin like sitting on a couch. I am telling you, this is comedy fucking gold. Saturday Night Live, heads up, I got a skit for you. Is that not an awesome skit?
Oh my God.
And like for literally 45 minutes, I was like, comparing to the show, and I'm like, okay, they always had the picture problem and the webcam problem, and that I need to meet you, but oh, I'm very busy being a world leader in Russia, and I can't just fly over. And Trump's like, well, I got Air Force One, and he's like, no, you can't do that, because I won't be here. I'll be like in some, and he gives him a name of a country that doesn't exist. But Trump doesn't know that, and oh my God, it is the most fantastic idea.
Well, you're unemployed now. You can write it.
I could write it, that's true, but I would need like actual. I was telling your dad this. I'm like, I would need like actual actors and actresses and a place to film it and someone that was like Trump.
You could just write the sketch and send it somewhere.
Send it to Saturday Night Live.
info@snl.com. To whom it may concern.
Because, you can just imagine. Like, in my mind, if I could have, like, filmed my thought process, in my mind, Trump was, like, doing all the things. Like, he was like, oh no, the webcams there are very bad. Very, very bad. And, I really think it's him. I mean,
your Trump voice and the voice you use to imitate your father are very similar.
Wow, okay then. That's my man voice. But and then I couldn't. Oh my God! I just thought of what it is. He goes, oh, that was it too. Well, we're gonna go meet him. And he's like, oh, we're gonna go meet Putin. And they get in a car and they're like driving in a car. They're not even going to the airport. And they get there like in 40 minutes or something. And Trump's like, oh, we're here already? That was really fast. And we're in Russia now. And the catfish guys are like, oh, I don't know about this. And then they open the door and Hillary Clinton comes out. Bam! Either that or that guy that on Saturday Night Live that looked like a weasel. Do you know who I'm talking?
No, I
It
don't.
might have been Sessions or Barr could come out. Oh God. And then this was the best. Trump's like, no, I've never talked to Mike about this. I know he wouldn't understand. But the love I have is so weak.
Yeah, well, Mike Pence hates gay people.
I know, that's what I mean. It would be
Full circle.
Bam. That wasn't even a segue. That was. I don't know what a segue is. But anyways, continue on. I can't believe you hated gay people at one point.
I didn't hate them. I was just worried about their salvation.
Because we were at like a Bible study or, at evangelical churches, how they have all those Bible studies and things.
Mm-hmm.
The question came up and we were discussing, quote unquote, hot potato issues. And one of the hot potato issues for the night was the gays. What do we do with the gay? And I will never forget this one guy goes, I have a solution. And he cocked his thumb back like his hand was a gun.
Oh my God.
Shooting someone. And I'm like, we are never coming back to this church again.
Holy shit.
I was so mad. That almost literally turned me off of religion forever. Cause that,
whew.
And you know me, I had so many friends that were gay. I had in-laws that were gay. And I was just, I don't know. I cannot understand the whole, okay, let me put it this way. A lot of conservative people, I believe, are Republican because of usually one issue. Like they're all
abortion.
Huh?
Abortion.
Yes. As long as the baby comes out of the womb, praise Jesus, fuck the rest of their life, If they're sick, they're going to have a hard time finding insurance. If they're gay, they're going to be discriminated against left and right by jackholes that think it would be better to shoot them. If they're poor,
it's interesting though because at one time in your life you were very pro-life, which is a shitty phrase for it. I'm here.
Right.
Which I appreciate, but also I'm pro-choice.
Yeah, and I think I've kind of went to that viewpoint as well.
Well, that's one of the things I changed my mind on, definitely, was abortion. You changed your mind on drugs.
Oh my God, 180. Give me all the drugs.
I used to hate feminists, and now I'm like...
You are a feminist.
The leader-in-chief of the Feminists United.
Yeah.
I donate to Planned Parenthood every month.
Wow. Wait, is there really a Feminist United?
No, I just made that up.
Oh, okay. The professor that gave your speech at your wedding reception mentioned quite frequently about you being a feminist.
That was very nice.
Yes.
Because getting married in the church, along with Orthodox wedding ceremonies, was a little hard for me.
Because why? Because you don't believe everything.
Well,
line and sinker.
I personally do not like saying which is the first strike.
Lay it down.
Second of all, the English translation of the original language is not very well done.
Yeah, that's very true.
And third of all, the English translation, it's literally says, wives, obey your husbands, like be subservient unto your husbands. Which, I mean, if you read the rest of it, it tells the husband to die for the wife,
Yeah.
but it doesn't say shit about obeying the wife. And it's just, I know what he was trying to say, and I realize it was a different time period, so that's the way things were back then. But when you have a bunch of non-Orthodox people who also aren't English majors coming to your wedding ceremony and
Mm-hmm.
hearing an epistle that says, wives, obey your husbands, and then knowing me, Emily,
Yeah.
as a person,
They
a
were
little
all like,
stressful.
what the hell?
I'm pretty sure my professor just laughed.
I know my friend Angie did. I tried very hard not to laugh, but because I was in the front row. But yeah, I can see that. Well, going back to politics, like what are some of the political issues you feel strongly about?
Well, because of you, healthcare.
Yes, here I am. I'm doing a princess wave, but you can't see.
I mean, like, literally, like, even not related to having a disability, I'm still fighting with my insurance company. No, I'm fighting with my FSA because my insurance company charged me. The place I went for urgent care in February, when
Oh,
they,
when you're about dying.
yeah, of the flu, they coded the appointment as a regular visit instead of an urgent care visit. So
Why
when
would they do that?
I don't know. So I turned in the receipt. The receipt didn't count as like proof because
Oh, of course. We went through that with Raven too.
it's the FSA shit. So I had to turn in the explanation of benefits. Then the explanation of benefits said the copay was only $30 because it was coded as a regular visit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, but it was the urgent care. They charged me $50, as you can see from this receipt. So I'm literally fighting with the FSA to spend money I put aside for medical reasons. Like, it's literally my money, and I used it for its intended purpose.
Yeah, it's not like you were out buying crack with it or something.
And
Not
I'm
that I
just
think you
like,
could.
also the fact that I have to pay $50 when I have insurance to go to a doctor who spent 15 minutes with me, ran a test, and was like, yep, you got the flu.
And
No
really,
medicine changed hands because I came later than the 48 hours when I could get Tamiflu or whatever.
oh, that sucks. So he's like, here you are, drink a lot of water and go home.
Yeah, the token, drink lots of fluids, rest, and if you're feeling hungry, drink some chicken noodle soup.
Okay. Thank you so much for your $50 from Dawn Help.
And the actual appointment itself was like $250 or something.
Oh my god. Healthcare is so fucked up in this country. It doesn't cover anything you needed to cover. At least it seems like it.
Or like, for instance, dental insurance.
Oh
It's
god,
that damn scam on the face of the planet.
it is. You might as well just be like, God. It's like one of those like programs where it's like, oh, buy our card and you can save 20% on all your purchases.
You know what
it
it's
reminds
like?
me of. What?
It's like Movie Pass.
Yes.
It gives you this great benefit, but you can never use it, and there's always strings attached.
Yeah, and there's always a catch. Like, oh, you can't do it on this day, or that movie came out too recently, or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's the same. Well, with your tooth thing, when we had dental care, well, we still have dental care for like a month, but remember your like false tooth?
Mm-hmm.
Like it got all, like the cap on it got all fucked up, and they were like,
Yeah. Well, I got an x-ray, and the dentist was like, oh, this is bad. You got to get it replaced. And I was like, all right. And then I turned in the claim to my insurance, and they were like, well, you've replaced it within the last 10 years, so we're not covering this. And I was like, I'm sorry I don't have 2K lying around. I'm a broke-ass grad student.
yeah. anything dentistry is so
And I'm still walking around with a hole in my mouth.
a hole in your mouth.
Because I had to get my baby teeth extracted because apparently like 3% of the population this happens to. I had baby teeth that never had adult teeth grow in, and they start hurting, so you have to get them out.
Did you ever have your wisdom teeth out?
Yes, you don't remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
That was another thing in New York where I had to put like $600 on our family FSA.
Yes, I remember that.
Because this bitch was going under. I was not going to be awake while they ripped teeth out of my head.
Immediately, I'm the total opposite. I'm like, I want no drugs. Just pull my teeth out. No drugs.
Oh my god.
No, I had. Do you know what a central line is?
The thing they put in your throat?
No. We're not talking about endotracheal tubes. We're not going to discuss those. It's kind of like they put an
IV? Yeah.
But directly into your heart veins.
Oh.
Or arteries. But I don't know which way it goes. Veins go into the heart, so it'd be your vein. And then the medicine. Anyways, they had to give me one of these a long time ago.
So like it's like in Twilight when he shoots venom straight into Bella's heart?
Sure.
Or maybe it was morphine.
Sure. Or in my case, it was just whatever drugs. I think it was antibiotics actually, because they couldn't find a vein that hadn't like collapsed in my arms because I was so dehydrated and sick. This was also when I saw the Grim Reaper in the emergency room. But anyways.
These are the kind of stories that people want to hear, Mom.
Yeah, we'll tell all these stories someday. But this is like a little segue healthcare story. The doctor was like, we need to put this central line in. We're going to give you an anesthetic so you don't feel it. I'm like, you are not putting anesthetics anywhere near my body because last time that happened, I got really fucked up and they jabbed tubes down my throat. And he's like, okay, well, what are you allergic to? And I'm like, I think I'm allergic to lidocaine, Novocaine, all the canes. And he's like, oh. And I'm like, just do it. I don't care how much it's gonna hurt. Just do it without drugs. And I'm not gonna get up and run off the table because I can barely, turn my head. So he put like a little drape over my face, like they do in surgery sometimes. And he's like cutting into me. And he kept going, you sure this doesn't hurt? And no, I'm fine. I'm tired. I'm fine. And he's like, are you sure this doesn't hurt? And the whole procedure was him saying that. And it didn't hurt at all.
What was that? What procedure was that?
A central line.
No, where did you get that?
Oh, that was a long time ago before. That was like right. You were probably 2.
Was it when you had Raven?
No, it was in between you and Raven. It was when you were little. And I had the flu so bad.
Oh.
Yeah. But, yeah, anyways, that has nothing to do with politics, but I'm sure people are quite accustomed to our random tangents by this point in time.
I mean, let's see.
Immigration.
This country was founded on immigration, and we should still let people into the country. Next.
Unless we're Native Americans, we're all immigrants. Give me your huddled masses, the whole Statue of Liberty, let them in kind of thing.
Yeah.
And treating little kids like crap.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh, are you about to blow?
No, just children in cages.
Yeah, it's really, I don't know. Yeah, I guess they were kind of in cages. They were fenced off.
Literally, this explains our very weird family. Half of them are Republican, half of them are conservative, half of them are liberal. It was the day of Western Easter, and they're going at each other's throats on Facebook about immigration and the border.
Oh, that's why I don't follow family very much. Because I can't handle it.
I can tell you right now, Jesus would not have a face.
Jesus would weep if he had a Facebook. Yeah.
I think all drugs should be illegal because natural selection will take its course.
Wait, legal or illegal? I thought you said.
Legal.
Oh, yeah.
Natural selection will take its course, and then we can tax the shit out of it.
And it will just kill the entire gang-related drug fighting thing going on.
Yeah.
As a result of that, because there won't be any money to make from it.
Yeah. Guns are stupid, and yes, they do kill people.
Yes, guns kill people because they're held by people that shoot them.
I mean, I know that there have been other kinds of attacks, but I can tell you right now, Pulse or the Las Vegas shooting, if the guy just had knives, significant less amount of people would have died.
The Las Vegas shooting, he shoot like 100 people.
Yeah, in like a minute.
Do you know how hard it'd be to go around stabbing 100 people? It's crazy. You'd have to be fucking Edward Scissorhands, spinning around like a top.
Oh my god. Oh, women are people too.
Oh, women are people too. Black Lives Matter.
Yes, they do.
And they do. And people that think affirmative action things are wrong can just go step off.
I would say fuck off, but yeah.
Yeah, they can fuck off because
I was just reading this tweet I tweeted 1 year ago today when I read The New Jim Crow, which is about the militarization of prisons and like incarceration.
3 strikes you're out. Hello.
My tweet from 3/10 today 2 years ago was, I'm gonna dig up Richard Nixon's corpse and punch him in the face.
Well, okay then. That would be a little squishy.
He probably doesn't have a face anymore.
Yeah, he's probably like dust.
This podcast might need to be split into 2.
It really might, because this has gone on. So, do you have a thorn and a rose?
My thorn is I am still suffering from jet lag and just exhaustion. I feel like I'm tired all the time. But I think I'm about to get my period, and also I just got back from Vienna last Monday, so.
Well, okay then. Now our entire listening audience knows you're menstrual.
Oh my god. Every female on the planet bleeds.
You brought it up.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, take the stigma away from periods. Anyway.
I know. Let me help you out. Menopause, at the beginning of menopause, it is no fucking joke. You bleed like a preteen.
All right, I wasn't that graphic.
Well, it's part of life. It's the end of life, basically.
You're dying. That's what happens. You have your period, and then you get menopause and die.
Yes, you become a shriveled shell of who you once were.
My rose.
Sorry.
Is
Thank God.
I am excited to have Pascha brunch at our apartment.
Ah, that's nice.
And it's the first time that you or Dad have been to a place that's mine.
Oh, wow, that's freaky.
So I'm a little nervous.
Well, we are going to move into your garage.
No! I have to change out the light bulbs and get better lamps in the living room because the lighting in here is shit.
Well, you don't need to see. As long as we can hear one another.
What's your thorn?
My turn is, get ready, Emily, to say, I told you so. I'm an unemployed.
Well, I was on the other side of the fence. I didn't think you were gonna get fired, but well,
I
I
know,
guess
that's why I said,
technically you were laid off.
no, I was pretty much, it says terminated. Like the fucking robot from the 21st century came back and shot me with unemployment.
But they gave you a severance package, and they don't do that if they fire you.
The reason they gave me a severance package is so I will not sue them.
Hey.
Yeah, so I guess that is a rose, is that I got a severance package of a couple, which I'm probably not even supposed to talk about. But the wages I would have made during those 2 months are probably kind of equal to what I would have gotten had I sued them.
No, so
Or close. Basically, what your dad the other night he said, which I think is very true, is it's kind of like they bought you off.
I mean, yeah. But at this point, just take the money and fuck them.
But do you know what I did when I signed my severance paper? Because I had to sign it in order to get the severance.
I mean, that's generally how severance packages work.
Yeah, but it said you can't sue them.
Oh, okay.
In the severance package. But I think that's kind of more standard than you think it is. But anyways, on the paper I signed, right by my signature, I put, you know what you did. You should all be ashamed.
Well, and there you go.
It was very comforting today because my ex-employer, who is the devil, got back, emailed me and said, we received your forms. Here is the last page with all the signatures for your reference. And I got to look at the final page and saw where they signed it, right by where I had written, you know what you did. It's so awesome.
Are you going to frame it?
I think I should. I should print it out. So I guess that's sort of a rose too. Am I allowed to have a double rose?
Sure.
So I got to stick it to him one more time. And I got a severance. But yeah.
All right. Should we say bye twice too?
Bye twice.
Bye.
We just had to split it in two because it was so long.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at Slightly Off Center Podcast. You can also find us on Patreon and give us shit tons of money,
so we don't have to cam or sell an organ.
Also under Slightly Off Center Podcast. And if you need any advice, beauty, life tips,
we're probably not the people's ass.
But you can still send us an email at slightly-off-center-pod@gmail.com. Thanks for listening!